He had a lot of shortcomings in that area. Short. Short.
The swingers, they're trying to recruit you so you could be around when they're doing that. Just stay, don't communicate too much with them when you come over here. So
Everybody has their opinions, but it don't really matter though. You see, I'm the artist who's standing in front of the canvas. You see the paint splatter on.
What's good? King Gang. Gang. It's your girl Kane. What's good, y'all? What's poppin'? What's cracking? How you doing? How you been? It's another story time. None of the names used in this story time belong to any of these people. The names are being changed to protect their privacy. The names are being changed to protect the privacy of the trifling and not the innocent. So let's go ahead and hop into this story. This story time takes place in 2024 from February all the way to April. Broward County, Florida. This is when I moved into my second apartment in Florida, y'all. So everything is going semi-copacetic, being single and living alone. This is around the time, like I said, I moved into my apartment. I kept getting emails from Xfinity. If y'all don't know about Xfinity, Xfinity is Comcast. If you don't know about Comcast, it's a phone company slash Wi-Fi and TV streaming company, okay? Like they have cable and whatever. It's kind of like Verizon. I think they are powered through Verizon or either T-Mobile. So boom, kept getting these emails from Xfinity, and they were telling me that I needed to return the equipment that I had, which was a measly Wi-Fi box. I needed to return this equipment back to them, or they were going to put like a derogatory mark on my credit report. So I'm just like, nah, I don't want that on my credit report because my credit's already fucked up anyway. So let me go ahead and return this Wi-Fi box. So this is around the time when I'm working at Dollar Tree, y'all. So I really didn't have too many days off. I only had the weekends off. And the weekends is always horrible to go to up to this store, this Xfinity store. So it's like a Friday evening. I think they close maybe like 6 o'clock. I decides to throw this Wi-Fi box in the trunk of my car, and it's just in there. So whatever day that I would get off work early or maybe my lunch break, because I kind of worked in the same area as this place, I can drive up there and take them this stinking Wi-Fi box. So I goes up there, y'all, and it's like close to closing. This place is jam-packed crowded. But I still need to return it because I'm like, I'm not coming back up here no other day. So I goes up there, y'all, and I walks in. There's a girl at the desk, and she's like,
"Hi, how can I help you?"
so I'm like, I would like to return this Wi-Fi box so it doesn't go on my credit. For some reason, y'all, like when in Atlanta, when I would return equipment, they would just scan the box at the desk, type something in, and then they would print out like a receipt that I returned it. So she's just like,
"Oh, you need to speak with one of the salespeople."
whatever. So I'm just like, just to return a Wi-Fi box?
Yeah.
So she puts my name down on this list. So I go and I sit down. We already know I don't wait in lines. I am very impatient. If a place is crowded, I will leave and come back a different day. So I think I sat maybe for like 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes the longest. And I got up and I just said to her, I'm gonna come back a different day. And I left. Let's go ahead and fast forward really into the story. It was a Sunday. I'll say I'm going to get up early and I'm going to catch this store as soon as it opens. So I look online, it says the store opens at 12 p.m. So I'm like, cool. I go, I shower, I get dressed, I eat, I have my iced coffee. I'm sitting there waiting. So I would say, driving wise, I was maybe 15 to 20 minutes away from this store. But this is me we talking about that's driving, the NASCAR driver. It probably took me 10 minutes to get to this store. 10 minutes or less. I leave my house around 11:15. In Broward County on a Sunday, the streets looks like a ghost town. I guess people are in church or people is just home. I don't know. And then it was raining. So it took me maybe about 8 minutes to get to this Xfinity store. So now when I get there, it's not even nowhere near 12 o'clock, y'all. It's probably like 11:20 something. So I have time. So I'm just sitting in this car and waiting. It's raining. I didn't see all kinds of weird shit the whole time I'm sitting here. There was this woman drove up and she was like cutting the flowers out of the bushes in front of the Xfinity and putting it in Ziploc bags, then jumping in her car and drove off. There was a couple that had a whole knuck if you buck situation in the car and in front of the store. I had seen everything. I had entertainment while I'm sitting there waiting. There's people that's pulling up. I guess people that was thinking like me, like, I need to return or I need to get something, and I'm not gonna be waiting in no motherfucking line. So there's people pulling up and they're waiting. So I'm just like, I was the first one here and I'm not getting in no line. I just grabs my umbrella, Wi-Fi box, and I go and I stand in front of the store. So look at my phone, because I had this little broken iPhone. That's the phone that I told y'all in the Storytime, the client from hell and Judo had broke the phone. He threw it up on the roof. So I still had this broken ass phone. So I'm looking at the whatever I can see on the screen, and it's almost 12 o'clock. It's probably like 2 or 3 minutes to 12. So once I guess 12 strikes, the gate starts to come up. The electric gate starts to come up. This Mexican guy opens up the door, unlocks the door, and he's like,
Everybody come inside. Whoever was first, come to me.
so y'all already know ain't nobody skipping me. I walks up to him and I'm like, hi, my name is Kane. I need to return this Wi-Fi box. I've been trying to return this box, but it just seems to be an issue. So he's like,
Like, well, what's wrong with the box?
there's nothing wrong with the box. Like, I'm just trying to return it. I came up here yesterday. It was jam-packed. I came here Friday. I had to sign my name and then sit down and wait for one of y'all. Like, I just want to return equipment. When I say that to him, is this tall, really, really tall guy. Very stocky, and he had long, long dreadlocks, okay? He walks over and he's like, now y'all already know I have to do the accent, so don't make fun of me, okay? And I'm not making fun of anybody with an accent. So he's like,
Hey, how you doing? I'll go ahead and take her. It's not a problem. I'll take her. She's already here. Like, it's not a problem. No. I'm telling you, it's not a problem. I'll take her.
so I'm like, I don't give a fuck who takes me. Like, I just need to return this so it doesn't go on my credit. So this guy is like,
Come to my booth. Come to my booth.
so I walk over, I follow him to his booth, and he's like,
First and foremost, what is your name?
my name is Kane. For the story time, I'm Kane. But I told him my real name. So he's like,
Okay. My name is.
let's just call him Kaden. So he's like,
My name is Kaden. So nice to meet you, Miss Kane. You look very beautiful today. I know it's raining outside, so we're not gonna let the rain stop us.
so I'm like, I want to return this Wi-Fi box. Like, I'm just really return the box. Let's stay focused on returning the box.
Right. Let's go ahead and return the box. Let's go into your system.
So he's asking for my info. He's asking for my ID. He's asking for my phone number on the account and the address on the account. So I gave him the address on the account, and then I gave him the phone number, and then I handed him my ID. So he's like,
You're from Georgia?
no, I used to live in Georgia. I'm really from New York.
And yeah, because I was gonna say the accent's not matching.
Like, yeah, I used to live in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm from New York. So he goes into the system and he's typing away. He's like,
Yeah, this account closed, and I'm gonna go ahead and scan it. You want a receipt?
I'm like, yeah, I want a receipt. I need a receipt. So he scans the box, y'all. He's typing whatever in the system, and then he goes and he comes back. He's got this receipt. So I'm like, all right, thank you. So as soon as I stand up, he's like,
Before you go, would you like to get a phone? Like, we have a little promotion deal going on where you can get 2 phones. They're free phones, very good phones. You just be paying $40, $45 a month for both phones.
so I'm like, $45 for 2 phones? What type of phones? Because y'all, I was really coming out of the phone craze. Like, I have to have an iPhone. I need an iPhone. All of my phones were always iPhones, or whatever type of phone that was out, that was the style, that was the phone that I had. I never had no, unheard of phone. I didn't really have Androids. I'm like, no, I'm team iPhone. I need an iPhone. So I'm just like, what type of phones is this? Like, I need to see what type of phone it is before I agree to anything.
It's a little Motorola phone. It's really good. It's got a good camera on it. It's good. It's good. Phone is a phone. Come with me and I'll go show you. I'm gonna show you what the phone is.
So we go to the table. And he shows me the phone. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's a nice looking phone. He's like,
Like, yeah, phone is a phone, you know? You just get the plan, and then if you want to get the iPhone, you can always switch to the iPhone. Literally. Nobody not gonna know you're not speak on an iPhone, you're using this phone.
I'm like, all right. So we goes back to his desk or whatever.
You smell really good.
So I'm like, thank you. So, y'all, I really was not showing any type of sign of interest. I just wanted to return this Wi-Fi box. Now I'm getting a phone and I want to get out of here. Like, I don't want to, it's raining outside. My finger waves was popping and now they all messed up because it was raining. Like, I don't want to be outside no more. He's doing the transaction, y'all, okay? And he's doing like a little background check or whatever, I guess, to see if I need to leave a deposit for the phone. All of this other stuff, y'all. So the whole time he's doing all that, he's making small conversation. He's like,
You know, my ex-wife is from New York. She's from the Bronx, New York.
oh, okay. New York is what's up. Like, we all over the place.
Yeah, you know, see, you kind of remind me of my ex-wife.
So I'm like, oh, so that's a bad thing. He's like,
No, it's a good thing. So yeah, you was approved for the phone. They're gonna go ahead and give you started up with the phone and go ahead and get you out of here.
yes. I'm like, thank you. He goes, he gets the phones, and now he's activating them and doing whatever else he's doing in the system. So he's like,
So we see your ring finger empty, so you don't have man? Like, what's going on?
so I was just telling him, I'm single, not really looking, trying to learn to be alone. Like, I'm learning myself now. That's what I'm into. And getting to my money, like working and doing whatever the fuck it is I was doing at the time. So he's like,
Well, yeah, you know, I respect that. That's cool. That's cool.
so yo, he does the transaction and does everything. It's time to pay for the plan. Like, it's time to pay. He's just like,
So it's gonna come up to $92, in some sense. You know, I could pay for this for you.
pay for what? The plan and stuff?
Yeah, I can pay for it for you.
So I'm like, no, I don't feel right doing that. I can pay for my own thing. It's not a problem. He goes in my purse and he gets my debit card out and I hands him the debit card. So he's just like,
You sure? Because you know I can pay for it for you. It's not a problem.
yes, I'm sure. Like, I don't even know you. I'm a total stranger. It doesn't matter, sweetheart. Be very generous. Me don't care. You're a beautiful woman. I just want to help you out so you don't have to pay all this money. So I'm like, it's only $92. It's 2 phones. That adds up really good. Because if it was iPhones, it would be way higher than this. He swipes my card. It goes through. He bags everything up.
All right, take care. Have a nice day. Try to stay, dry because it's gonna rain for a couple of days.
So I'm like, all right, thank you. And I walks out of the store. So when I get into my car, I'm noticing that Kaden is standing at this window and he's like, that's how his lips used to be, y'all. I get home after stopping at a couple of places, like picking up things, whatever. I get home. I didn't look at my phone right away because this is a new phone. I wasn't at the time a phone person, y'all. Like, somebody would be texting and calling me, I wouldn't know because the phone is sitting off somewhere, okay? So the phone is in my bag. I'm not realizing that the phone is ringing. I don't know what's going on. I didn't call to give anybody the phone number yet. Nothing. This phone is just in my bag. So finally, once I sit down, let me go ahead and check this phone out. Let me start downloading things into the phone that needs to be into the phone. I noticed it had 3 text messages. So I'm like, I just got the phone. Like, who the fuck is texting? So when I opened up the phone, the first text message was from Xfinity, like, welcome me to, the company, the phone company service or whatever. And then there was 2 other texts from an unknown number. I opens up the text. Text says, I hope I get to see you again. Like, I forgot to ask you if I can have your number to contact you. I read the message and I didn't respond because I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, I literally just got this phone. What's going on here? I go and look at the other phone. There's no message on that phone at all. It's actually just an email from Xfinity. Like, the same thing. Welcome to Xfinity, da 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 da. So I boxed that phone up and I put it on my desk. So now I'm sitting down. I'm just like, who we'll be texting. As soon as I said that to myself, another text comes through. So you don't respond to your texts. So I just wrote, who the fuck is this? He responds, Kaden, with the little emoji. You know the emojis from the iPhone where you can make them look like your face? It was one of those. So I'm just like, what was the purpose? Like, you didn't need to ask me for my phone number if you was just going to take the number and text. This is what you do at the job? This is what I'm asking him. You take customers' phone numbers that you think is pretty and then send them messages? He's like, no, 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 don't think that. That's not what I do. Like, I just really wanted to see you again. And I was kind of nervous and afraid to ask you for your phone number. So I'm like, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and fast forward. I skipped over maybe to like a Tuesday. This dude had been sending text messages all day, every day, okay? But like I said, I wasn't a phone savvy person, probably still not. It took me a while to respond to messages. Sometimes my messages pile up and then I have to go through them. So it's a Tuesday now. I decided to go up to this gym, but it was still raining. It was like on and off rain. I'm just like, I do not want to be in this rain. I just literally did my hair over. Like, I don't got time. So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and work out in my house on, on the pole, fitness pole. So I get a phone call, Kaden. So I'm just like, hello. He's like,
Hey, good afternoon, sweetheart. How you doing?
good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I just wanted to, hit you up. I see you're not really good with the text. I figured a phone call would be a little more sufficient.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I just want to know, do you know how to do hair?
Now y'all know y'all. This is Wigga's favorite line, especially when it comes to Big Kane. They want to use hair. Can you braid my hair? Can you retwist my hair? All the time, just so they can try to get next to me. So I'm just like, I was doing my boyfriend's hair because my boyfriend has locks. His hair was the only hair that I was doing. I don't really do people's hair like that anymore.
Well, I can't really find anybody to do my hair, so, I thought I'd just ask you. I pay really well because, my hair is long. What would be a price that you would charge somebody for someone like me?
His hair, y'all, was literally down his back, past his ass a little bit. It was long. So I'm just like, probably like $250. He's like,
For my hair?
I'm like, yeah, because it's long.
Okay, so if I asked you to do my hair, would you do it? I will. I don't mind paying that amount of money.
So I'm like, yeah. Do you have somewhere where I can come to do it? Like, so he's like,
Hey, so yeah, that's what my question was. I was going to ask you. If you have somewhere where I could come to. Do you live with someone or you live alone?
so y'all, the light bulb instantly came into my head. Like, I'm not hard up for money at all. Okay, extra money is okay, but not all money is good money. And then you don't have a place. You want your hair done, but you don't have nowhere for me to do it. Like, I'm lost. So I'm just asking him, like, so where do you live? You don't have anywhere to live? Like, this is what came out and said that.
No. I have a place to live. I have a place to live. We live up in here in Lauderdale.
So I'm like, oh, okay. All right, well, I'm down here. Like, I tell him where I live at. So he's like,
Like, oh, we used to have a place over there. I love living down. Love living there. So, do you live with someone? You live with your mother? You live with someone?
I live with myself and 3 cats.
So it's cool for me coming. So you do my hair like it's no funny business, nothing like that.
There's this park near my house. I could do your hair at that park if, you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's not a problem with me. So it's nice. It's gonna be nice. I really don't mind.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So it was solidified. So I'm telling my friend. My friend was like,
Yeah, girl, the park is good. Don't let these wiggers come to your house because remember what happened with Todd, the stalker and wigger and all this.
so I'm just like, yeah, you're right about that. He was okay with the park, y'all. He was fine with it. We makes plans for him to come the following day because he was off work. The following day was a Wednesday. It's Wednesday now. I done got up, got myself together. I started to want to renege on the whole situation because I'm just like, I didn't feel right. I'm just like, I just want to be alone. I'm tired of dealing with wiggers. After the whole stalker situation, y'all, I didn't want to deal with anybody else. I'm just like, I'm just done. Kaden calls my phone and he's like,
Just wanted to know, we're still on for today.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You guess what, you're not sure, or?
I'm like, no, I'm just not really feeling too well today, but it is what it is. So I gives him the address to the building that's connected to this park, and he actually comes. I noticed that Kaden was getting out of an Uber. So I'm just like, okay, he doesn't have a car. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm doing this here and I'm noticing that Kaden has some type of like really thick dandruff in his hair. So I'm just like, did you wash your hair?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wash it in the shower.
You got like this thick dandruff in your hair. Like, you should have used Head and Shoulders or something. Like you need some sort of shampoo like to keep the dandruff out. So he goes on to tell me, y'all, and I had already did the back of his hair. I was up to the top now. He tells me that he has psoriasis. He has psoriasis. This is why nobody wants to do your motherfucking hair. So I'm like, yo, like, you have to let people know this, okay? Because, like, psoriasis, and then I'm using my hands and no gloves or whatever, like, buddy. So he's,
Well, no, don't worry. My sister-in-law, she did my hair one time, and she's fine.
that's your system. We talking about me right now. We talking about Kane right now. You supposed to tell people that you have this situation with your scalp. That had pissed me off, y'all. So I went and got ahead and finished his hair. I tried to keep my hands away from the scalp. So I just started to twist the dreads from the bottom and just kept twisting and twisting until it twisted on its own at the scalp, if I get what I'm saying. And then I would put, the clamps on it. So once I was done, put all the clamps on, we sitting there, we talking. He paid me. He's just like,
So, let me tell you about me. I said, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for 8 months now.
so I'm like, why did you, why are you divorced? Like, what's going on? He goes on to tell me that basically, I think his wife, his ex-wife, reneged on him like the day of the wedding. They had their little marriage license or whatever, and it's like the day of the ceremony, this woman copped out. Like, she did not want to have the ceremony. She didn't want to be married to him anymore. I couldn't really figure out, I couldn't understand why somebody would do something like that. So I just kept asking him, like, why would your ex-wife wait until the day of your ceremony, your wedding ceremony, to say she don't want to be married to you no more? Like, what's the backstory to that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what her issue was. Like, I may argue, may try to fight, keep it going. She don't want it, so hey, it's all good.
Let's go ahead and fast forward. After weeks and weeks, y'all, of talking to Kaden, I started to notice a lot of things on him. Kaden was a big liar. He had a wandering eye, and he also had an eating disorder. I'm not trying to diss him or talk bad about anybody. The eating disorder was he ate too much. And then he was very, very nasty. We would go on dates to restaurants, and Kaden would have plates and plates of food. This is at the buffets. Anything that was left on my plate, Kaden would eat the food off of my plate. And then there was one day, every time is one motherfucking day is something. We're sitting at my dining room table. Yes, I ended up inviting him to my house for dinner. So after we're eating, we're sitting there and we're talking, playing a little card game. Like, we just got music playing, we vibing. I started to notice that he stutters, but he would only stutter when he was like trying to make a point, get his point across. Like, he would get excited when he's trying to get a point across. Like if the conversation was really a deep conversation, he would start stuttering. Or if he was lying, he would start stuttering. And I'm not even going to tell you how it went. Y'all know how people do when they stutter. So when I say nasty, we sit at this table, y'all, okay? And I don't remember exactly what I asked him, but I asked him a question. And he went to respond to me. And when he responded, there was like a whole glob of saliva that was just dripping down his mouth. And it fell on his shirt. So I'm looking, I'm holding the cards, and I just looks at him like, and he just kept going, like he didn't realize that the saliva, the spit had fell on his shirt. So it got worse. It got worse, y'all. He started to do this more and more, okay, more and more. So I'm just like, one day he did this at the table, and we were eating, and I'm just like, Kaden,
Huh?
do you not realize that you have saliva dripping down from your mouth? And I'm eating because y'all, like, I don't play when it comes to my food. I have a very weak stomach. Anything will make me lose my motherfucking appetite, and I love to eat, so I don't like my appetite being fucked with. So he's just like,
Oh, I guess I need to keep my mouth closed.
so you're probably wondering where Kaden is from. I asked Kaden, where are you from? Like, what's this accent? Because it was an island accent. Some days he would have an island accent, and some days it would be he would talk regular, and you can hear the accent behind certain things he would say. So he told me he's Bahamian. So I'm like, Bahamian, so it's Bahamas. He's like,
Yeah, that's where I'm from. We're from Nassau, Bahama.
oh, okay, cool. I started to like hanging out with him, but it was just things that I just could not look past. So I went to his house one day, and he lived in this really nice big house, and he had roommates. His roommates were from New York as well. They was from Brooklyn. So we're all vibing. We're vibing, we're chilling. He didn't want me to mingle with his roommates, and I couldn't understand. I'm just like, what's the problem?
They're weird. They have too much going on. They're swingers. They're trying to recruit you so you could be around with when they're doing that. Just stay. Don't communicate too much with them when you come over here.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So whenever I would go and hang out with him, y'all, at his house, I would turn it into a high and by type thing. I stopped mingling with them because of what he told me. Because I'm like, I'm not trying to be in this situation again, like I was the last story time I told y'all about. So I'm just like, oh, okay, never mind. Ends up introducing me to this female bestie that he had. She was really cool. She was cool. She's from Jamaica. She would always make comments like,
If you consider making him your wigger, you might want to reconsider because he don't like doing shit. He's lazy as fuck. All he want to do is sleep and eat. That's it. He's a lazy, boring motherfucker. Find somebody else. You're too pretty. You're too pretty to be with a lazy motherfucker.
so I'm just like, and she would say stuff like this in his face, y'all. And he wouldn't say anything. He would just sit there and just look like he was a very big weed smoker. I mean, big weed smoker. Ganja out. Y'all, one day, the friend that he had, the bestie he introduced me to, let's just call her Kaya. I told y'all she was cool. Very upfront. I like people like that. She wanted to go to the Everglades. So she hits me up and she's like,
let's go to the Everglades.
Because I told her that's a place that I always wanted to go, never been want to go. She's like,
well, let's go. Like, I'm gonna pick you up. make sure you have this on, this.
She's telling me all the outfits, to put on. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I tells him she invited, us. She invited me to go with her to the Everglades. This man made a whole big scene.
Yeah, I'm not speaking to Kaya right now because Kaya, she have a nasty attitude. She get mad at me because when I answer my phone in time, I'm not her man. So she didn't mention Everglades to me.
I'm like, it's me and her going. It's me and her going, and I think it was another girl. So he's like,
Kaya had a pool party at her house the other day, and remember you was telling her you want to go to the pool. She not invite you, but now she want to invite you up to, the woods to see alligators and mosquitoes bite you up and snakes, and I wouldn't go to that if I was you.
so I started to think about it. I'm just like, that's kind of true, you know. But you just telling me this because you had a fallout with her, literally. Because I didn't know she had a pool party until now. Now you're mad at her, so now you're telling me that she had this pool party and I wasn't invited. All right. So the girl kept calling. Are you going to the Everglades with us? Because we're ready. Like, we're ready to go. We got our cameras. We're ready. Like, we're going to vlog and do all this stuff. Because they were into the YouTube thing, too. So I'm just like, yeah. And he's sitting right there, like. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have any long pants, so I don't think I can go. So Kai's like, well, what size do you wear? Because we look like, we're the same size. You could wear one of my pants. I have some new pants in here that I never wore. Sweatpants, you put them on. And looks over him. He's like, so I'm like, I'm gonna catch you on the next time, Kai. She's like, all right, cool. So I missed out on that trip. So eventually, every time Kai had something going on, Kaden would tell me not to go because he wasn't speaking to her. So she stopped inviting me to go places. So y'all, is this one day I'm starting to notice, like, on his Instagram account, he has like a ghost account. He has a ghost account, and it's nothing but females, just nothing but wigettes on this Instagram account, okay? And I discovered he has another Instagram account, like a regular one. How I figured this out, I seen him on his phone one day, and like he's laughing at reels. So I'm just like, but the display picture was totally different from the display picture that's on the regular Instagram account. So I asked him, I'm like, you have more than one Instagram account?
Oh yeah, I was locked out of this one, and I finally got into it. So just looking around.
I'm like, oh, okay. I noticed every day when he was at work, his friends list started to grow and to grow. When he first added me on Instagram, y'all, it was maybe like 30 people. He had 30 friends. He's following 30 people. But as the months went by, from February to April, he was up to like 500. Okay, or maybe a little over 500. And it was all women, no men. So there would be times where I would call his phone and he wouldn't answer the phone. He would not answer the phone, y'all. Now, he wasn't my wigger. So I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe he's busy. And I would just leave it alone. So he would call me back. Like, it's nightfall. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night. He's calling me back. And I would call him early in the day, maybe like 3, 4 in the afternoon, in the evening. And it's like 11 p.m. He's calling me back.
Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? How you doing, baby? What you doing?
Laying down looking at TV.
Oh, okay. You wanna come by me and spend the night with me? I'm missing your Uber.
I'm like, nah, I'm in bed. Once I touch this bed and I'm under the cover and the AC is on, I'm not moving. So he's like,
You sound like you have an attitude. You're mad because you're not speak to me all day.
he would say things like that, which made me think this was intentional. So I'm just like, I don't have an attitude. I'm telling you, I'm in bed. If you want to hang out, you can come over here.
No, me not wanna bother you.
I'm like, all right, cool. So y'all, Let me go ahead and fast forward one last time. He was a really cool guy. Like, he spent money. Like, he would, anything that I say, oh, look at this. This is cute, right? If I seen things online, the next day he'd send me a message like, remember the thing you were showing me? And I'm like, yeah, send me the link to it. He would order it and it would show up to my door. Stuff like that. We would go out to eat at restaurants. On days that he wasn't, I guess, sleepy, because this man would go into comatosis, okay? Um, this is a topic I don't even, I said I wasn't gonna touch. I was gonna put it in the membership. I'm just like, he wanted to be intimate, and I wasn't into it. I'm just like, because I don't like, I don't like the whole sleeping around thing, y'all, because there's a lot of energy exchange when it comes to that. You're picking up other people's energy and you're carrying it and things like that. I'm not into that sleeping around stuff. One person, and that's the person to stick with. So I'm just like, yeah, you know. So, he was tall, he was big. He was about 270 something pounds. He had a very big stomach. I have nothing against people like this, but I've never dated somebody in this size range. Height wise, yeah, but not. All I'm gonna say is he had a lot of shortcomings in that area. Short. So I'm just like, yeah, this is not for me, okay? It's not for me. So he would send text messages. If you don't like the shortcomings, then I'm very good at ice cream cones. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, buddy. Because I noticed one day he was laughing and like his teeth at the bottom and the inside, it was rotten. Okay? He didn't have bad breath. It was very rotten at the bottom. He had nice teeth, but it were rotten in the inside. And then the drooling. His clothes smelled like drool, like saliva, okay? It was bad, y'all. Like, it was really, really bad. So I'm just like, I don't have to put up with this. I don't, because this is not my wigger. So boom. It goes back to where he wasn't answering the phone, or the phone call, the text, everything started to slow down with him. And one day, he hits me up and he's like, his roommates is set tripping on him. Like, they want him out of it. They're starting to generate rules now for him that he's never went by, because they were roommates for a long time. So I'm like, what type of rules? They were complaining about noise. They were complaining about multiple guests and all of this stuff. So I'm just like, well, you must have a lot of guests and a lot of noise, because when I come over, I'm quiet and I was hanging out with them. So who do you have over there that's making noise? He's just like, oh, I don't know what they're speaking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Come to find out, y'all, he was just another male thought. He had other wigettes coming over on the days he wasn't speaking to me. And now they're coming up with these rules, or they went up on your rent, or there's a fine. You're ready to move out and he wants to move into my house. I declined it because he was very verbally abusive to my cats. So that was another reason why I didn't want him in my house anymore. He would call my cat Lily a fat bitch. He would call Tigra a slow hoe. And he would call Luna ugly. I'm just like, oh no. No. He's like, one day he's sitting at the dining room table, y'all. He's like,
Babe, the ugly hoe is in the kitchen. The ugly hoe, she walk in the kitchen.
who's ugly? And who's a hoe? Do you want me to start talking about your mammy?
Why you speak to me like that?
Don't talk about my motherfucking cats. Don't do that. Don't speak about my cats, because then me and you we're gonna have to scrap for real. I'm one of those people. These is my fur kids. They my kids. I don't play when it comes to my cats, so don't play with me. So, y'all, He wanted to move into my house. I'm just like, where's the wigettes? Like, where's the bitches that you was bringing over there that got you thrown out? Why you don't stay with them? He's just like,
Oh, because you live closer to my job, you're clean, you're a very well put together woman, you're just not on the streets, you're somebody I can bring to my mother. I can bring to my mother.
so I'm just like, no. He made a comment.
If you want me to move in your house or be in a relationship, you have to get rid of the cats. Let me help you get rid of the cats.
I'm not getting rid of my motherfucking cats. You can go. I was just like, y'all, the Bahamian lover has to go. So we only talked for February to April because he wanted to come stay at my house. He said I was acting weird. I'm not acting weird. I had just got my YouTube together, popping. I had got monetized on my YouTube. I'm doing the damn thing. Even now with my husband now. This is my job now. So, babe, I'm going to record. All right, go ahead. I go and I record, and he doesn't bother me. Just like I don't bother him when he's working. I don't, it's just like, no, like, you're just a lazy sloth. Like, you just want to lay in bed and sleep and snore and drool all over the linen to where it stinks. His feet stink really bad. He had put my slides on one day, and the smell never came out. Never. So I had to throw the slides in the trash. What made me really say that I don't want anything with him? A man that doesn't defend me when another man is trying to attack me, you can't be around me. And it was a situation like that where a man like literally tried to run up in my face, and he didn't say anything. He sat right there and didn't say anything. And then he told me I was wrong. He told me I was wrong for arguing with the guy. Now it wasn't even an argument. Like, the dude ran up in my face talking smack, and I said to the guy, "You better back the fuck up, for you get slapped up by her. You motherfucking dumb. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Who you think you talking to, bitch? You're not talking to me. You better back the fuck up. That's what you better do." And he just sat right there like, buddy, you are 6'4". 6'4". 270 something pounds, like big, bodyguard big. And you didn't say one word. He says,
The guy didn't address me. The guy didn't say anything to me, so my family don't have to say anything.
all right, show's done. Cut. We're done with. It's over with. Done. So yeah, y'all. That was the Bahamian lover. I had to get the fuck away from him. Like, he knew what was up. He was the only one that left quietly. He stopped texting. He stopped calling. I noticed too, like, when we would have like little arguments, I would apologize. I apologized to him twice, and I wasn't even wrong. I was trying to be a bigger person. But after a while, I'm just like, listen, bitch. When are you gonna say sorry for what the fuck you was doing? You wanna start all these little arguments and all this bullshit? Like, no. He left quietly when he realized he couldn't move into my house, and I wasn't getting rid of my cats, and I was still talking to Judo. But you're still talking to your ex-wife. It would be times we're watching TV, like watching a movie, his ex-wife will call. He'll get up and run out the door to go talk to her. I'm just like, all right. But he gonna get an attitude when I'm talking to Judo. So that's it, y'all. The Bahamian lover. I can't. You're coming up short. You've got rotten teeth, and you're trying to use your mouth on other things. You have a lot going on, buddy. You have a lot going on. So yeah, y'all. That's the end of this story time. That's the end of this story time. If you like this story time, give this video a thumbs up and leave some comments. Have you ever experienced anything like this? I ran across homosexuals. Like, they're all over the place. They come really nice and they act like they're this gentleman, and next thing you know, they want to move into your house. It's crazy. So if you didn't like this story time, I really don't give a fuck, okay? Press the like button and leave. Just go. I want to end this video by thanking one of my KKG family members for sending me some special teas to help my health. I'm still having slight breathing problems, y'all, but I edit these videos really good. You can't even tell. But I am feeling much, much better. So she sent me lung tea, okay? A really huge pack of lung tea. And this is from her favorite store on Etsy. Feminine Balancing Tea. I can't wait to try this one. And then she sent me Caribbean Dream Tea. And I also seen, I'm glad I looked in the bottom of the package. It came with arthritis tea. Now, arthritis runs really heavy in my family, y'all, and it's wild that this came with this. I have been experiencing back pain. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in any of my videos, but I've been experiencing really bad back pain. Some days it is hard for me to stand up. Like, I really feel like a 72-year-old lady. So when I went to the doctor, they told me that I have arthritis in my back. I'm just like, arthritis? I'm kind of young for arthritis, but it runs in my family, y'all. And the doctor told me, like, have you ever had an injury, in your back? Because when you have injuries anywhere, where it's affect the bone, or that's kind of where arthritis will start to attack. And I remember when I had my cesarean, when I had my daughter, I had that epidural needle, y'all. If that needle went into my back, that's the same area where the needle went, and that's the same area where this arthritis be fucking with me. So this tea is tea. I'm really gonna try to drink. I'm gonna drink all of this. I really, really appreciate sis so much. You the best. So that's the end of this video. Okay, and I can't wait to try this Caribbean Dream Tea. It just sounds really, really fire. So yeah, y'all. Shout out to my sis, Harry Lover. Shout out to the Candy King Gang, KKG. Whenever you join this channel, you automatically become a family member of mine. Whether you want to be a sister, brother, cousin, uncle, mother, father, niece, nephew, god sister, god brother. You know what I'm saying? You pick who you want to be to me, and that's who you're going to be. But you is down with the set, KKG. Shout out to y'all. This is the end of this video, because I got to go cook. Yeah, make sure that y'all subscribe to me and my husband's channel, our joint channel. We're going to be doing a cooking vlog together. We'll be cooking. So, that's it, y'all. Wherever you at in this crazy-ass world, because this world is never going to change. This shit's crazy. Get on the phone and just call somebody. Call somebody and be like, yeah, I just called to tell you don't forget. They'll be like, don't forget what? Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another motherfucking friend that the king is on the fucking tube. Peace. I love y'all.
Kicking avalanche at you like I'm rolling snowballs. Saying no pressure when the pressure's still on. It be a cold day in hell before I let you slide on me, ride on me. Now that ain't what's up. It be a cold day in hell.